I gave myself 24 hours to create this video to find out the truth. Can I still create? 6 weeks ago, I went into cardiac arrest. Up to that point, I was Dom Fusco, the running guy, all over social media, until I wasn't. But God gave you boys a second chance, and I'm not gonna waste it. A friend of mine sent me The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. This guy's helped some of the top musicians in the world find their voice again. My content creation process before this was pretty easy. Here's everything I eat in a day. Come with me on this long run. Here's how you run and lift on the same day. I didn't have to think much about it. There really wasn't a ton of depth to it. I wanted to show more. What's funny is I haven't even been running for that long. People were asking me questions I didn't know the answer to. My content became me going out and finding answers to these questions, creating a video, throwing my own creative touch on it. What I found really interesting about the book is the concept that everything is art. Creating content used to feel like art, but somewhere along the way it started to feel a bit like work, like a box I had to check. Lots of people were consuming my content thinking the confidence to run their first race, go set a PR, or run pain-free. Honestly, I was just learning along the way. This is just a documentation of me trying to become the best athlete I could be. Now, I'm not just Dom Fusco the runner anymore. It's an opportunity to pivot. Rubin talks about the beginner's mind, beginning with a clean slate with no rules, constraints, or expectations. Post-cardiac arrest, I've been forced to reinvent myself. So you won't be seeing me crushing any cookies post-Saturday long run. All jokes aside though, fitness was my life. It was my identity. I've been forced to pivot, to think deeper, and really get to the root. Why do I create? Ultimately, your desire to create must be greater than your fear of it. It's a good one, Rick. On May 15th, 2020, I published the first episode of the Pure Ambition podcast, which at the time was called Days with Dom. I was lost, broken, and quite honestly, just not living up to my full potential. When I started creating, I felt like I found my true self. I felt like I found my purpose. When I started creating content, it was for two reasons. One, I saw lots of people thriving, and I obviously wasn't, so I wanted to understand how they were doing it. And two, I felt like I could shed some light in a world of darkness. But straight up, I never thought I was gonna be a creator. This whole thing is just me documenting my journey, sharing what I learned along the way. Faith allows you to trust the direction without having to understand it. I don't know why this happened to me. I don't even have a diagnosis yet. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna run with my friends is gonna be. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna lift with my men's group's gonna be. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna sauna and cold plunge is gonna be. Are you kidding me? This stuff was who I am. That was who I was. And now, I'm starting over. Got nothing to lose. I for sure got fears, but my faith is stronger than my fears because I know that God's got me. What would you do if you knew you couldn't lose? By practicing to improve, you're fulfilling your ultimate purpose on this planet. The harsh reality is that I'm not who I used to be. That version of me died on the Austin High School track that day. When I was taken off the ventilator in the ICU, a new version of me was born. I started to see life for what it could be and not just for what it is. We get to create our own reality. Like, how ridiculous is that? It's amazing. When I create, I'm trying to educate, entertain, and inspire people to become the best version of themselves as I document my own pursuit. That is my why. It's the reason I do this. If you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and take this journey with me. Love you guys. See you in the next one.